So seemingly out of nowhere, during Sony's most recent State of Play event, Konami decided to drop a new trailer for Silent Hill F. This trailer was absolutely jam-packed with news and info. We saw our first glimpses of gameplay, including exploration, combat, puzzles, and enemies. Konami then ended the trailer by revealing that Silent Hill F will be releasing on September 25th later this year, and I am so excited for the game. So let me walk you through this most recent trailer as we analyse all the new juicy info. Let's begin. To start off the trailer, we get a look again at the sleepy village of Ebisugoka. We are then introduced to a young girl called Sakuko, who will be a prominent character in this trailer. Her and Hinako have a small chat, with Hinako saying she is currently on her way to speak to someone. This is when Sakuko leaves, but not before remarking that Hinako is a traitor. When Hinako looks back up at Sakuko, she is walking away while giggling. We then see what is presumably the start of the game, or at least an early portion of it, in which Hinako discovers everyone in the village is gone. She starts to panic, and this gives us a lot of great shots of the village and how it's been ravaged. We then see Hinako and two of her friends confronted by some large off-screen monster, which causes them to flee. And just as I pointed out in my last video, we see a large presence again of the red spider lily flowers. Now the red spider lily flower in Japanese culture symbolizes death, the afterlife, and the boundary between life and death. Also, if you haven't already seen, I have two previous videos on Silent Hill F, one of which discusses the last two trailers, as well as the other video being a theory I had surrounding the game's story, so definitely check them out. After fleeing from the large creature and subsequently being separated from her friends, we finally get our first glimpse of gameplay, and we see that for Silent Hill F, Konami has chosen again to go with the over-the-shoulder third-person camera style, just like in Silent Hill 2 Remake. And I'm personally fine with this. I didn't expect anything else, and to be honest, third person just works best for these modern AAA survival horror games. We shortly after see Hinako confronted by an enemy, one that is disgusting and horrifying, and it honestly echoes back to Masahiro Ito's original design philosophy. When creating the original monsters for Silent Hill, Masahiro Ito had this humanoid-like approach to his creatures, and this creature again has a very humanoid appearance, but it's just not right. You can see with its messed up face and twisted appendages that it's a monster, but it also has the appearance of a woman. This and a creature you will meet later in the trailer made me very uncomfortable in all the right Silent Hill ways. Hinako is relentlessly chased by this monster, and we can see its freakish movement style again reminds me of a prior Silent Hill monster, that of the Bubblehead nurses, and how they would twitch and move about. Apart from when the creature leaps really high, that's a Silent Hill first. We are then given our very first look at combat, and we see Hinako wield the ever so famous metal pipe. We see her take damage from the monster as well as dish back her own set of blows. We see what looks to be a grab attack by the enemy, as well as a heavy or charged attack from Hinako. And I'm a little mixed on this honestly. I think it looks great, it's heavy and desperate, which I like. Hinako, just as she should be, looks very inexperienced at combat, and it looks to me that every fight is going to be a struggle, which I love in my survival horror games. However, the one thing I am a little mixed on is whenever Hinako hits an enemy or takes damage, the game has this kind of impact frame system, where the game freezes for a split moment. This is something you see typically in fighting games and such, but I just don't know how I feel about it being here in a Silent Hill game. Of course we will have to wait and see for more gameplay to release. We then see a large enemy grab Hinako, and a friend of mine pointed out to me that the large enemy resembles that of the insane cancer enemy from Silent Hill 3. Maybe that was the inspiration for this monster. We then also see the start of what looks to be a death animation for Hinako before it cuts to another location. We then again see Sakuko, who this time is trapped in a cage calling out to Hinako. After this we come to one of my favourite sections so far. Hinako appears to be on a little farm of sorts that's covered in fog, as she is surrounded by scarecrows that are wearing her school uniform like herself. We also seem to overhear a jealous peer of Hinako, who says Hinako has everything going for her and that it would be great to get rid of her. From one amazing section to another, now we get to see what appears to be Hinako's school, and this location is easily my favourite so far. Again, Hinako is surrounded by what looks to be her classmates, who are frozen in place. You can also actually notice in this section that Hinako is actually battle damaged, with some of her armour on her top being torn apart. Hinako's classmates don't stay frozen for long though, as we see them promptly come to life and attack Hinako. We then see Hinako exploring a temple. Inside she uses a lantern to light her path. This may be this game's flashlight. Next we see Hinako armed with a long spear-like weapon instead of her metal pipe, and she is now missing her previously seen battle damage. Hinako slowly approaches someone on the floor. It seems to be Sakuko, who we have seen a lot through this trailer. However, Sakuko is looking rather different now, and she is completely transformed into this horrifying monster that's hard to describe. And now this may be reaching, but the camera liked to pan a lot to show off the wound in Sakuko's chest, which looks oddly similar to that of Hinako's spear weapon. I do wonder, is this symbolism for Hinako having hurt Sakuko, since she already previously in the trailer called her a traitor. I also like the potential that the other bosses in this game would be Hanako's friends or family or people that she knows. It could definitely put a more emotional twist on the game's fights. After this, the trailer then ends with the release date of September 25th, 2025, and I couldn't be more excited. I thought I should point out that the pre-order bonuses as well as the deluxe edition bonuses are now out there to see, and I'm personally a big fan of the white sailor uniform as well as the pink buddy skin. I plan to pick up a physical copy with the steelbook, which is exclusive to Europe, so yay me. Sadly though, this will impact my content on the game as you can pay more to play the game 2 days early, which is so fucking lame, Konami, shame on you. Anyways, what do you think of Silent Hill F? Are you excited for the release? Do you think we have seen enough to justify a pre-order? Or will you wait for the Silent Hill F Anime Expo panel in July to decide? Regardless, let me know your thoughts and opinions below, and with that, I'll wrap things up here. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.